Playing Pikmin has always felt like a warm hug, and I'm delighted to report that nothing in that regard has changed in Pikmin 4. During the hour I spent roaming around in story mode, delegating tasks to my little leaf-headed guys, as well as my new sidekick, a very cute two-legged bug-eyed canine fluffball named Ochi, I constantly had to remind myself to stay on task. The lure of scrounging around every little nook and cranny of the map was extremely tempting. But focus I must, because as the newest recruit of the Rescue Corps, my crash-landed crewmates and civilian castaways were splayed out, waiting for me to save them. Once again, I landed in a forest area called Sun-Speckled Terrace with my red Pikmin waiting to be extracted from the onion, ready to be tossed around and respond to my every command and whistle. This time, though, I was also greeted by my new buddy, Ochi. This alien pup has tons of handy uses. It can bash through sturdy objects the Pikmin can't, drag back heavy things all on its lonesome, and follow the scent trails of stranded crew members, treasures, and ore that can eventually be used as the material for item crafting and equipment upgrades once you locate your missing lab rat comrade. In Pikmin 4, players aren't relegated to searching the surface level and exploring in the daytime. Nighttime expeditions to find new Glow Pikmin are now available, as seen in the gameplay trailer unveiled during the recent Nintendo Direct, although I didn't get to try that out during my hands-on demo. Additionally, you can drive into manhole-covered pipes that lead to subterranean levels where time moves more slowly than it does up above. Not that I needed to be clock watching. Like Pikmin 2 and 3, Pikmin 4 ditches the strict 30-day time limit to assemble pieces and do recon for your team in favor of an open-ended time frame that encourages exploration of the map and mastering Dandori, the technique of planning ahead. Pikmin 4's caverns are where I unearthed more types of Pikmin, including the electric-eared yellow Pikmin and the brand new chunky ice Pikmin that can freeze enemies, giving Ochi a clean target to bash into for massive damage. Down in those depths, I also found a couple of my crewmates and had my Pikmin drag them back to safety, which would unlock their highly useful and specialized skill sets the next day. Like Tears of the Kingdom, these extra layers of playable levels, oh yes, some pipes have more pipes within, provide a whole different aesthetic experience on a large layout while remaining true to the game's ultimate mission. With all of the glimmering treasures poking out of corners, I desperately wished I had more time to scratch my completionist itch and demist every piece of the map and strip mine the area for all it's worth. Once you're finished grinding underground, you'll find an air vent to blast you up to the surface with all your Pikmin in tow. Nightfall still looms, however, and you'd better make sure all your little guys are at attention by the time the 10-second clock counts down, lest they be lost to the dangers of the night. In the morning of day 2, I landed back in Sun-Speckled Terrace to find that Ochi had practically doubled in size overnight and was now big enough to ride on like a horse. One of my crewmates explained that I can train Ochi to improve his utility, like making his bashes stronger and increasing his health gauge. Another of my rescued cohorts gave me the ability to craft items, including treats for Ochi and things like a shock-resistant collar. My solo time ended shortly after these discoveries, but it certainly highlighted some of the potential that's awaiting in Pikmin 4, especially with a new galumphing pal at your side. I also spent time with the competitive Dandori battle mode. Here, players on opposite sides of a tiny map go head-to-head with Ochi and an equal number of Pikmin in collecting treasures and sneaking bombs underneath your opponent's ship to blow up their cache in a timed match. I personally found it too chaotic, but that can probably be chalked up to a rustiness in my Dandori skills. I much prefer the cozy adventure of pulling up Pikmin and cruising around on Ochi until my brain feels smooth in the best possible way. For more on Nintendo's upcoming releases, check out the announcement trailer for Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and for everything else in the world of gaming, stick with IGN.